We are here with Sam Shankland after a comfortable draw against Wesley So. Sam, welcome to the studio. Tell us a bit about your trip to Berlin. You just came back from Berlin, where you actually met Wesley in the finals.
Yeah, so definitely that match probably gave him more confidence coming into this one than it gave me. But yeah, it was fun to play Blitz there. I've always focused so much more on classical chess than Blitz in any way, and I definitely in classical chess, I'm really one of the best players in the world, and in Blitz, not so much. But I was very happy that in Berlin I finished in second place. I got out of a bunch of really strong guys and managed to beat the streamers who always crush me online. So getting to play over the board felt good. But yeah, glad to be back here now.
How do you change that training routine? Because we know you focus a lot on very difficult problems where you get to spend a lot of time and find a solution. How do you change the training regimen?
It's not just that. I mean, I also go deep into like rook endgames. I've just finished first draft of my book, Theoretical Rook Endgames, which is an absolute behemoth. And I go deep opening preparation too. I mean, Blitz, basically you just have to play a whole ton of games and you have to be born talented, while classical, it's a bit more fair in that you put in the hours, you're going to get better. But yeah, just, play a bit more Blitz. And I mean, it's still definitely not my main focus or anything, but yeah, I'm very glad to be playing classical chess again. I haven't played since US Championship and glad to get invited to a tournament here.
I'll throw you a curveball. What do you think of this endgame between Hikaru and Sam Sevian, speaking of rook endgames?
A draw. Very likely a draw, I think. I mean, White will win one pawn, but I don't think you're going to win this game. Like, for example, if you do something like, say, b3, which, because I don't know what else.
b3 right now, okay.
After c b3, a b3, rook b3, rook c6, take, and king g7, and rook a6. Actually, it's significantly easier to draw this with black with the fractured pawn structure than it is with the normal one. Although even the normal one, I can't imagine Sevian's going to lose. So, I mean, if Hikaru wants to win this game, he's not going to play b3, but I mean, it really feels like black should be holding it. Unless White can somehow maneuver his c7 rook to c3 somehow, which I just don't see happening. I definitely think this should be a draw, and yeah, looks very holdable to me.
Excellent. Now let's talk about your game. Tell us the story of that.
Yeah, I mean, I got a very comfortable position very quickly, I think. So if you actually go back to, instead of bishop a4, let's say he plays the Italian. Let's say he plays bishop c4, bishop c5, c3, knight f6, d3, castle, whatever, d3, castle, I mean, forget the move, it doesn't matter, like d6, h3, a6, a4. There exists a move b5 in this position. I don't know if it's exactly here, but like...
b5, and if you take?
Oh, no, sorry, it's bishop a7 first, not b5. It's bishop a7, rook a1, and then b5, yeah. So here, there exists, rook e1, there exists this move b5, which Ariantari played with me. And the best move is probably bishop b3, and I think black is basically fine here after b4. And in the game, I just got this with a tempo up because he's played bishop b5, bishop a4, bishop b3 instead of bishop c4, bishop b3. And even here, I thought black was basically fine. So like I got a tempo up version of this Italian the way we got it. Like here. Yeah, because here after b4, like he's taking 3 moves to put the bishop in b3. So I got this very comfortable position pretty fast, but I tried a little too hard to make something happen. Like when I played d5, I think is critical. Like, I mean, because this is obviously a somewhat controversial move because now I've weakened the a5 pawn. I was trying to make something happen, but I think I overestimated my position a little bit because it got a little uncomfortable after ed5 and then...
It takes d5, but you're still playing so confidently at this point. You felt like you calculated everything.
I was never super worried. Like, okay, for example, after rook e1, knight f4 is played, I mean, it was a little uncomfortable here, but I really didn't think it was much. Like queen f4, queen d5, and or queen d7. Instead of rook a d1, he could have tried, for example, there was d4 here, for instance, which I was at least a little bit concerned about, but I thought that basically anything was fine. I think in the game I was actually thinking even rook f d8, which the computer apparently hates, but g3, this I missed. Okay, well, I would have thought here, but yeah, I mean, this looked a little uncomfortable, but I didn't really see a huge problem. Like, it felt like it was basically fine. And after queen e4, I think, when he played queen e4, I basically calculated out all the way till the end of the game. And then, yeah, I saw this knight takes c3 move, because without that, it's probably a little uncomfortable, but yeah, or a lot uncomfortable. But yeah, I'd seen this from afar, and yeah, that was just a dead draw.
Sam, pretty comfortable draw. Tomorrow you play with the white pieces. What's the strategy?
Well, do my best to put him under pressure. I mean, Wesley's definitely the most solid guy in this tournament. You know, he's probably not the most dangerous, but he's definitely the hardest one to beat. So, you know, I will do my best to put him under pressure, but, you know, I've gotten, it's very rare that I've been able to get advantages with white against him. When I have, he always holds it. So, you know, I'll do my best, but yeah, the hard game is behind me. I guess so far so good.
Difficult task tomorrow. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Indeed, difficult test tomorrow. All the games are difficult. Jumping